Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. But you guys are reading the title, you guys know exactly what time it is. We're going to be discussing daily Dogecoin updates, see what has happened, and of course what we could be expecting as we go further into this week. So at this point, I'm sure everyone knows what happened over the past few hours, especially as we started off the day. We did see Bitcoin pushing towards the yearly highs, not just a yearly high. It retested almost very close towards its all-time high, and then as soon as that happened, we did see a huge red candle, seeing the price of Bitcoin going below 60k, but we're seeing Bitcoin bouncing back up. And of course, the shakeout was very much needed, and I kind of indicated this in my other updates as well. If you've been following me, you guys know that this is something I was putting out there, because let's face it, nothing is sustainable like this. As what we have seen over the past 2 to 3 days has just been absolutely pure madness. But of course, if you're looking at it on the daily time frame, the things are quite looking scary at this point. But if you're starting to look on the hourly time frame, you're starting to see that the market is bouncing back, which is a huge plus point. So it's pretty much picking up where it left off almost, and that should give you a reason as to why, number one, you never want to be leverage trading, and number two, you never want to get shaken out. And the easiest way to not get shaken out is, especially when the market is picking up and gaining this much traction, you need to start understanding that these type of manipulation will occur, especially on the futures platforms. And majority of the manipulation does occur on the futures platforms. That can shake out a lot of people that are either new to the space or that are leverage trading. And speaking about that, a lot of liquidations did occur today. But as far as Doge is concerned, it's up 2.9% on the daily time frame, which is really nice to see. If we're looking at the price, it's currently sitting at 16.7 cents. As I've said earlier, it's down about 10% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative, as well as about 8% in BTC comparative. But if we're looking at its market cap, it's currently sitting at $23.8 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at almost $9 billion. So in terms of the overall market cap goes, looking quite good. Obviously we did see the price go lower just a few hours ago, but we're seeing the bounce back even better. So that is really nice to see. But before we go into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptos. I kind of wanted to bring a little bit of humor to this. As you can see, Dogecoin OG on Twitter posted this GIF, and it says how an OG handles a correction. And honestly, this pretty much sums it. Right now there's two parts of retail. There's one part of, honestly, three parts of retail. There's one part of retail that is an OG, that's been in the space for quite some time and is used to these types of cycles and understands how manipulation occurs and the importance of actually holding. And number two, there is just brand new money coming into it, and they're first time exposure into meme coins, and they're on exchanges. And there's number three, that have no experience on any of these centralized exchanges. Most of them are on platforms like what's one, Coinbase, or just what's another one? Well, Simple. You guys get the idea as to what I'm speaking about. But that's that. This GIF sums it up perfectly. During these times, when you're seeing these significant bounces, you start asking yourself a question. Hey, what? The market right now, there's barely any fear. And if you've watched my videos over the past few days, I indicated that, when you sense that there's no fear and it's just excitement left and right, that's where you're supposed to ask yourself a question. Hold on, isn't this a good time for me to actually start getting a little fearful and locking some profits in? And, people that did are the ones that are smiling at this point and ended up picking up the dip. So kudos to them. But if you're looking at the total market cap for the meme coin market, you guys can see this for yourself. It's approaching that $60 billion mark once again. As I've said earlier, we did see a significant bloodbath over the past 24 hours, you could say, but the market is bouncing back very fast, and that's really nice to see. Especially the meme coin market is showing no signs of stopping. Best way to kind of see this is if you're looking at it on the daily time frame, you're seeing meme meme coins really picking up traction right now. And yeah, just a quick reminder, if you want to see meme coins, how they're performing, just take a look at it yourself. Look at the last 7 days change. We're talking about life-changing gains. But I indicated something in my update yesterday, which was the reason as to why the Dogecoin update was so important, and that was that Shiba Inu is literally knocking the door to Dogecoin to actually take over Dogecoin's market cap. And we're still close, yet very far, if you know what I mean. We saw the price of Dogecoin, the market cap, get so close. We were about like $1.5 billion away for actually to see Shiba Inu retesting that Dogecoin spot. As I've said, some people think I'm talking negative about Dogecoin when I say that. I've made it clear that's not talking negative. That's just how things are right now. I keep it neutral. If I think Shiba Inu is going to take over Dogecoin, I'm going to say that. Believe it or not, if you like it or not, that's what I'm going to say. And honestly, even till now, it looks like the chance is still there. The reason as to why I think this is the case is because it could be a bunch of whales just trying to get the meme going, have everyone talking on crypto Twitter, not just crypto Twitter, in the financial sector as well, that the good old Dogecoin, what started it all, has been dethroned. You guys get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, like I said, so close but so far at the same time. But as I've said to you guys hundreds of times, in my personal opinion, in terms of long term, I don't see Dogecoin a spot taken. I think Dogecoin is always going to be the number one meme coin in terms of the number one spot. But that's that. But now let's take a look at what's happening with the price itself. So of course, as the market is picking up right now, we are seeing the dominance kind of going down as the fear is dropping within the space, because we're seeing Bitcoin pushing back up. That is causing the fear to go lower, because what happened was, when we did see this massive flash crash below 60k support line, we did see the dominance shooting up. So we were seeing altcoin profits going back into Bitcoin as soon as possible. But now, as the fear is kind of cooling off, we're seeing people bringing the back Bitcoin back into altcoins, and that's what we're seeing happening as we speak. But so far BTC is looking good, and at this rate would not be surprised if we pop out of all-time highs in the next few hours to come. So that's that as far as BTC is concerned. But if you're looking at our good old friend Doge is looking amazing. It's looking amazing. And let me explain as to what I mean. Now you guys might be saying, Crypto ZX, what do you exactly mean right now? So let's just switch to the hourly time frame. So of course, Doge was at 20.6 cents yesterday, and obviously we did see a pullback of about 38.3%. And before anyone comes out and says anything about this pullback that we did see, I hope you realize that everything was down today. So I hope you really understand that before you come and make any negative comments. But what you're seeing is the fact that Dogecoin is bouncing back up, and it's not just only bouncing, it's back above this key resistance mark. And not only that, it's back into the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. And if you want to put this move into perspective, we're talking about a 35% gain over the past few hours. And this kind of move we're seeing throughout the board, not just Dogecoin. So let's keep that part clear. It's not just Dogecoin that's bouncing back up real quick. It's pretty much everything at this point that did see the correlation with Bitcoin's move is bouncing back up quick. So that's showing the momentum is still definitely there, but the whales did come out and try to shake out the weak hands. And speaking about shaking out the weak hands, this can still happen. I hope you realize this can still happen, and you really want to be prepared for that. The best way to be prepared for this is have stop losses in place. Number two, if you have done your due diligence and research and you're here for the long term, especially the next 10 to 12 to 14 months, if that's your time frame, then of course you just want to hodl and not get shaken out during these times. But the fact that we're back in the 78.6, really lovely to see, and that's exactly what you want to be seeing before we start pushing up towards new yearly highs. So the target remains the same, especially since we are back into 78.6. The target still is about 22.2 cents, but of course we're going to take it one step at a time. Do let me know down below what you guys think. Thank you so much for your support. See you tomorrow. Been Crypto ZX, and peace out.